we are live. Hello everyone and welcome on in to the next episode of 8 Coins for the Ferryman. It has been a hot minute because autumn is a horrible season and people get sick. Anywho, before we jump in and get this session on the way, music. Oops, sorry about that. I was not prepared for it. Hello, and thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate that so much. Yes, like RAR and stuff. Where was I? Yeah, music. Adrian von Ziegler. You can find that if you type in !music2 in the chat, or check out the about section or the description of the YouTube video when it goes up there. Current image is from the Mythic Odysseys of Theros book by Wizards of the Coast. Not music? Are you being dumb again?
Not hearing anything.
I can hear it.
Did I mute the bot? Did I perhaps mute the bot? No. Very softly if I put it at 200.
Yeah, it's very, very quiet. And I don't know why.
Let's just go and blame the goblins.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking about goblins, I'm thinking about a very nice new goblin build. That's a different conversation.
Apparently, well, in the campaign I play in on Saturdays, goblins are actually good eating, so...
They're what?
They're good eating.
Eating.
Yes.
Yeah, they're very good to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the other hand, kobolds make you sick if you try to eat them.
Why do kobolds make you sick? They're basically dogs. Lizards. They should be dogs, but they're lizards.
Maybe they didn't cook them right like
What's the first?
fish.
I mean,
Are you trying to have them with pineapple? Usually when you add pineapple to things.
to be fair, the
No.
kobold was turned into a paste before we tried to eat it. More like mostly because someone smashed it into the floor.
There you go.
Maybe
just
it
like
was
every
the
other creature,
floor.
put it on a stick,
Pate.
put the fire.
Pate, yeah, pate.
Of course, pate.
God, people.
The wild dog that tried to kill us were, however, barbecued by burning hands. So
Yay.
they were also good eating. Anywho. Sound effects will be by Sirenscape. Any maps, if you get to the battles map that encounter map that I have put in, will be by me, as well as the starting soon and screen and the overlay.
May or may not be battle map. Okay.
Yeah, depending on if you get there, and depending on who you piss off, it might either be an encounter map or a battle map. It's up to you guys.
And Itu wanted to smash some faces at dogs. So you most likely get some battling.
That's the plan.
I mean, it's still a good long while until evening, so...
If time.
There's time. But anywho, last time, anyone want to give us a longer recap than we went shopping?
We went shopping.
Sure.
Ito and Rozan had a very nice conversation about Ito's great and amazing sister. That might not so be as great as amazing as I am saying she is. I'll let you guys know. Because I don't know anything about her. DM knows everything. And she is evil and laughing, which is not a good combination.
I mean,
And she was a disciple of Mogis,
Also-
wasn't she?
What?
She was a disciple of Mogis, wasn't she?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the entire reason Ito is a champion of
Iroas.
Eros. That name, it just doesn't flow off my tongue.
Just write it in big letters.
I know
Over
how
and
it's
over
written,
again.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ah.
Oh, writes it phonetically.
Please no.
Write it upside down.
I can't read phonetic script at
Yeah.
all.
Other
Oh,
than
no.
this nice bonding moment between horse and lion, the horse had a vision. A
Yes.
very important vision of which I did not make any notes, because that's how important it is.
He was at a field he
Yes.
was familiar, and he saw a unicorn and a crystal.
That's right.
Well,
Yeah,
your
I was.
unicorn and crystal.
I was holding the crystal in my hand, quartz crystal, and I heard a soft voice saying, "One of you has a gift from Aelia. Find the crystal and bring it to life."
Well, one has a gift. From which one?
Sorry?
Which colors?
Which
Nylia.
colors? Oh,
Got it.
Nylia. Yeah, Nylia. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one. It's your colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's mine. Yeah.
Bring crystal, get life.
Bring it to life.
Bring crystal to life.
So I need to find this. One of you has a gift from Nyla. Find the crystal and bring it to life. And then, as the vision starts to fade, I see the shadow, or what looks like a unicorn.
Interesting.
Okay, interesting. I should have written that down at the very beginning, but it did not. Because keeping notes is hard.
It is. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm looking for the notes that I made about your sister, and I can't even find them.
Listen, I'm looking through all the stuff I've written about my sister, and I can find a single sentence. That's literally all I fucking know about her.
Apart from that, Leo fed some horses apples, went to a flower shop. Victor went to sell the scimitar, question mark? But couldn't
Actually
sell it
sell it?
because it was magical.
Yeah, so we were gonna have to go to the academy.
And then he went to the jewelry shop, sold the demon rubies we found in hell, got good money for it, and saw 3 crystals in the shop window with some fool's gold.
Well, not all of them were crystals, but one was a crystal, or gems. I
They
guess.
were all kind of connected to a god, I believe.
Yeah,
And he was
and the big one was probably the crystal that Grosen was mentioning.
Maybe we presume, but
we presume too much.
So, if you had a rogue, problem solved. But you don't.
yeah. We have too many
So-
goody goodies.
Well, I'm still expecting the monk in the bar to try some.
What?
The what? Huh?
The monk and the bard
Yeah?
to try something.
Try
The
something?
rogue would normally do.
Oh.
I could try to get the prices down.
This
That's
true.
a start.
Um,
Definitely.
I mean,
Or maybe we can barter with them. We'll do them a favor somehow.
That's
what I'm
also
thinking.
possible.
Or we could just say, hey, can I touch this? And then you touch it, and then
oops.
we'll see what happens. And then we'll say, well, we'll compensate you later. Ta-da!
And get all the guards after you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
So in that case,
My,
just
and then my
touch
guilty
it and then
conscience takes
say,
over and I pay him
Yeah.
more
We are
than
getting off track here again.
Maybe
You were
just
busy
a
with
little.
a recap
Yes.
that you
That's true.
finished.
Yeah.
did.
For that recap, all of you can start the session with inspiration.
There we go.
Yay.
Hey.
Inspiration.
That's what you need for the knights and the entire thief scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
But yeah, wow. Checking through my notes to see where the There we go.
You have
Yes,
notes.
I have notes. I have lots of them.
Oh
I
boy.
believe I was just about to reach the Taylor thing.
Yes. I make notes before and after each session, and during. Normally it's just shorthand during, but
Same.
yes. The sun is still high in the sky as you step out of the jewelry shop and make your way back towards where you were shown that the tailor stand would be. Let me pop in some random market stuff. If this wants to work. Any sound. There we go.
Right.
Not too far away, you can see Drozan and Ethu standing, talking.
Yeah, I was kind of ignoring them yelling really loud.
Yes. And you, yeah, you can see the tailor's stand not too far away. It is draped in all kinds of fabrics. Rolls of fabrics are piled high on tables at the back of the stand. And there are like tiny shelves with various adornments. There's also 2 clothes racks filled with clothes in various states of completion hanging outside.
Alright. I walk up to the stand.
Yep.
Are there any other customers there at the moment, or?
There are people everywhere just looking through the wares. No one really directly engaged with the stall keeper.
Yeah. In that case, I say, excuse me.
Yes. Oh, you're well, I have never seen a person such as yourself here before. How can I help?
Well, not surprised, but I do happen to have 3 rolls of silk that I happen to found in the underworld.
Silk from the underworld? Now you're surely jesting.
Nope, I just sold 2 rubies that they were wrapped in this cloth. All of them found in the underworld.
Well, if it is true what you're saying, they would fetch a pretty penny, but considering I have never seen anyone like you, born from the stars, I assume, I'm gonna take you at your word. Now, if you fool me, I will find out, obviously. I am a...
If I fool you, either of us will strike me down.
Oh. Putting it like that, of course. Of course. Well, may I... And he gestures to the table in between you. It is just packed with folded fabrics.
Yeah.
And he just indicates for you to...
I hand over the 3 rolls.
Yes. Let me check something real quick. That's not it. Go away. That's the one. Excuse you? No. Okay, seriously, how is silk associated with a pirate?
Silky pirate.
Apparently.
Headscarves.
Don't make this a silk.
Yeah.
The fancy ones do.
Silk, rum, and herbs.
The man leans over and you get a waft of rosemaries as he moves. And he takes a closer look at the bolts of silk that you've put up and turns them, watches how the light catches, and then sniffs slightly across it before leaning back, eyes narrowing, and these have a very peculiar scent to them. Not bad, peculiar. It makes me believe your story even more. Now, rare fabrics such as these should have a price that fits, don't you think?
Of course.
So
Which is why I came to you.
I am honored to hear this. Should 50 gold pieces per bolt be enough?
Yeah, sure. 50 gold pieces should be fine.
I am very pleased with this. Now, if you excuse me for a moment, and he turns away and walks over to a small chest, opens it, and you hear some rustling and then some clinking, and he comes back with a small, very like simple woven I can brain pouch
Ouch.
Yeah.
that he hands over to you. 150 gold pieces for the 3 bolts.
Much appreciated. As we are doing business, you don't happen to have any threads?
We do have some thread, yes. What kind and what quality are you after?
I want a couple of spools of fine thread and one spool of a bit more sturdier thread.
Okay, why? What? I look up thread and it says charm of plant command.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
What to do it for? Command them plants to make it fat for you.
Yes.
I believe I
That's
paid
how the professionals do it.
5 silver for 3 threads, didn't I? But that was normal,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, for what you're after, I would charge. So you want? Yeah. How many did you say again? 3 spools of 2 spools of?
2 spools of fine thread and 1 spool of more sturdier thread.
Yep. Well, for that I would charge 3 silver pieces.
I hand over 4 silver pieces.
Oh, you are too kind. Absolutely. And he goes over and any color you prefer, or just plain nature white?
Let's make it 1 black and 1 white. And the sturdy one doesn't matter.
Right. So 1 black and 1 white of the fine ones, and a a linen white for the sturdy one. You can now, of course, dye it yourself should you feel like it. However, the already dyed ones do not take to other colors as well.
Sure.
And he places the spools of thread in front of you on top of the bolts of silk.
All right. I take them and put them in my bag.
Anything else I can help you with, sir?
You don't deal with magical clothing, do you?
I do not know. For magical clothing, you will have to see the mages up at the academy at the Acacia. Thaumaturges up at the Acacia.
Alright. Well, in that case, I appreciate your time. And I'll see you around.
I do hope that you bring your business back here and have a wonderful, blessed day.
Same to you.
And he is immediately pulled away by another customer, almost faster than he can put away the bolts of silk behind him on the towards the back of the stall.
Yep.
Leo, what are you doing?
Aren't I with Ethu and Drozan? Did I not meet up with them?
I think you did.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you guys all sorted? Do you need anything else? I got what I needed. I got you each an apple. Here you go.
Thank you.
You know what? You don't seem too pleased, Ethu.
I prefer a warrior's meal of meat.
I mean,
Though I won't say no to it.
Some. Well, the other option's some flowers, if you want some flowers.
Oh, no, this looks like
Okay.
a fine apple. Thank you.
So what now?
Well, I think we need to find the others and decide what we're going to do next.
There was
Right here.
Does anyone actually know where the other two went?
I have no idea, but Victor was with me when I was talking to the weapons stall owner. And they said something about a magic shop up near the academy. Victor walked off soon after, so he might be going that way.
So we have no idea where Siri's gone?
Well, wasn't
No.
she with you?
I thought she was with you.
Well, you walked off with her.
It's common to lose people in big cities, or so I've been told.
Well, I think we better find her. There's things here.
Yes, we have heard there are dangers, especially from Ciri and Victor's past, and possibly in this town.
Oh, you know already.
Yes.
Victor told us about it.
Oh, that saves me explaining.
Yes. I think we need to find them and decide where to go. I wouldn't mind seeking out the western side of this town, as there are apparently centaurs there as well. but it's not urgent.
So,
I will be walking towards the direction I heard them shouting from, by the way.
yeah, seeing Drozan is not very hard. He is almost a head taller than most people.
Alright, I walk up to the group. I say, there you guys are.
We were just talking about you. Good, glad you're back. You haven't seen Siri, have you?
His eyes kind of go a bit dark and like. So you're saying you all are here, but you're not keeping an eye on Siri.
Well, she walked off from us. Difficult to keep track of people amongst this crowd.
Rita kind of gives a glare at Leo.
She kind of had a hood on. She's obviously
course.
blending in well.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go and find her then. But
Well, before you go, let's make agree on a meeting point, shall we? Because else we might be doing this all day. Shall we meet at the tavern?
Tavern?
Yes. What was
Sure.
the name of that tavern? It was
Let me look through my notes, which I do not have.
We still don't
about-
have a name for the tavern, people. We don't
No,
know the name
no,
of the
no,
tavern.
no. I am pretty sure that I have
did.
not written down a name of the barkeep. No,
Of the
I have.
barkeep, yes.
Carol.
Not the bar.
We found a bar. That's what I have. It's the bar. That's the name. It's just this big bar that you normally see in front of the gladiator's pants.
No,
That-
it
that
actually
bar
has
or
a
the
name.
bar?
It has a name, we just don't know the
yeah,
name.
it
I know.
is the vomiting or the guy covered in vomit bar.
It's the rocking satyr.
Yes.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's the one.
What? The Walking Satyr? What kind of name is that?
I don't know how we found out. I've forgotten.
Satyr.
Victor's like, well, I'm done with my other shopping at least. I did find that I was at the jewelers and found this like group of crystals that were really somewhat awe-inspiring. They were connected to gods, and there was this like really huge one as well, white, diamond-like almost,
Okay, at
Was
that
the
point,
one of yours?
quartz-like.
at that point, Drozen's gonna just sort of put his hand on your shoulder and say, "Hang on. How long ago was this? Maybe, what, 10 minutes ago? 15? 20?
Yeah, 15, 20 minutes at most, maybe 10.
And you see him sort of scratching his nose and thinking,
I
I
looking. No,
I had
not
a-
what I was thinking.
I had a vision sort of around about that time, 15, 20 minutes ago. I didn't say anything of it because I thought it might just be, you know, the heat and being in this busy place was playing tricks on my mind. But I was spoken to by what seemed to be a unicorn, and this unicorn told me that there was a crystal which was a gift from Naelia, and one of us was given this gift. I need to bring it to life. And it just seems a bit of a
Okay.
coincidence that while I was having this vision, you were looking at the crystal in the jewelers, roughly around the same time.
Well, it does sound like a very weird coincidence.
Shall we go look? Perhaps I think this may be something important.
Well, I mean, you guys can look. I'm gonna look for Siri, but I can at least show you the place. Tell him the tiefling sent you.
I will. Thank you. Did you do business with the jeweler?
Yes, it's all 2 rubies that we found in the underworld.
Okay, so that's good. At least you have a positive relationship with that jeweler already. So I think it would be helpful.
Yeah, there was also a crystal of the trickster god. I don't remember his name, but it would basically give it for free. So if anyone's interested in having a crystal from one of the trickster gods, I guess it's free for taking.
I'll have to
I
see.
wouldn't recommend it though.
No, I think I need to see these crystals, and the one that I recognize from my vision, I think that is the one. If it is at all there, it may just be a coincidence.
All right, well, we go that way. It should be. Well, I'll give him a description where it is.
Yep. It's
Before
just.
you go, Victor. Sorry.
Yes.
Did they have a crystal of Iroas?
No.
You see, Ito gets less excited about the entire thing.
I was kind of looking for it as well, but couldn't see anything.
That's a shame.
He might have just forgotten to mention it. I don't know.
Might have.
Those crystals that he showed me, I think those were the ones standing out for just that purpose. So, if there was one for Eros, I believe it would have been noticed. But yeah, pay the jeweler a visit. Tell him that Tiffany sent you. Maybe he can give you a good price.
We shall.
I'm gonna go and find Siri. Don't worry.
Forget tavern afterwards.
Sure.
Or the docks. There's his fighting wing there.
There's also the store at the academy or the.
Yes,
maybe convenience
exactly. The magic store.
That's up to you guys if we want to meet by the academy or by the tavern.
Well, shall we say that
Let's say the academy. We'll end up there anyway.
the academy, perhaps, and then, but if it's too late, the tavern.
Yeah.
So let's say a couple of hours at the academy, and if no one else is there, then we move to the tavern.
Sounds good.
And if it's getting like very late, the docks.
Dogs? The docks?
The docks.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
What more fish already?
No. There's a fighting wing there. It's a way to get it
oh.
more gold.
Yeah, I want to try it out as well. I need to
Okay.
get rid of some of my emotions, frustrations.
I've got just Victor. I mean, you could have had an apple, but here you go, an apple, the petals that I bought, and I find a piece of fabric or something, and put it in it, and then just tie it off as a little scent bag. And I go, here you go. My mother uses this too, and she relaxes. Normally with it in the bath, but you can sniff it as well. It should relax you if you're feeling tense.
He kind of just stares at Leo.
I mean, I used some of this when I was healing you.
Sure. If it helps. It helps, I guess. I appreciate it, I guess.
Well, enjoy.
He kind of rolls his eyes and just says, well, thanks.
Yes. Siri, what are you doing while this is going on?
I'm basically in the middle of the market most likely. There's most likely somewhere to just sit down.
Mhm.
Just watch people.
Yep.
Maybe play some on my lute.
You see people coming and going. Most do their best to not strip on you. There's a small child who seems very interested in your music. He's sitting on the edge of a box or a crate, feet dangling, and it seems to be keeping rhythm with your lute playing.
She just smiles at him and like, want to hear a story?
Yeah.
And she starts like playing on her lute, telling the story of the Willow Maiden, as she was told by the tavern owners.
Yeah, the boy's eyes are just fixed on you during the whole story, and as it wraps up, he pops up on the crate and just, that was great. And he
You're
looks,
such a good audience.
well, you're such a good storyteller, but I have to go now. I'm already late, and so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. And she looks up at the sun and like, oh, I maybe stayed a little bit too long. Does she still see the group? I mean,
if you're sitting down, no.
she would have been standing up when the kid left.
Yeah.
Would I have found her by that, or is this like while we are talking?
Yeah, this would have been while you were talking. So the last notes would have rung out right before you had a chance to find her. But yeah, it doesn't take long for you to catch up. There are not many people with their hoods up during market day, but there are a few. It's not unusual enough for people to stare, but so yeah,
Right.
you would have caught up.
Should
would
I
have
roll
caught up
something to
then?
find her, or
Would I have caught up to them?
No, Victor would have caught up to you by this time.
and I notice her, or
Yeah.
right? Well, can't mistake your music, at least.
I'm an artist. What can I say?
Sure, you might be an artist, but there are many of those. But
Kinda, like,
yours
gives him a
music
frown.
is recognizable.
Well, at least the kid stopped to hear my stories.
Understandable. So, you okay?
I'm fine. A little bit watchful, but I'm fine. What you guys been up to?
Shopping. Keeping an eye out for LupoZo.
You haven't been asking about him, have you?
I have.
Victor, we've been talking about this.
Mm-hmm. We also talked about
Not-
not keeping secrets from each other.
Like, what?
What's the thing about the scars on your back?
I already showed you that one. It goes from my shoulder down to my back.
Those scars?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so Ether told me about some
Now she's kind of more like, oh, for love's sake. She's not saying it loud, but she's like clenching her fist a little bit because she's like, told him to keep it a secret. See how good that went.
That's why we don't keep secrets from each other. So I'm gonna go on a killing spree the moment I find him. However, should I find him, I at least want you to have this. And I hand her the necklace of purfurs.
She like picks it up and looks at it. You know you didn't have to buy me something.
Well, I know. I at least want you to have something to remember me by.
Oh, come on, Victor. Don't talk like you're gonna die today.
Well,
Or let me guess. You and Ito are going by the docks. Oh yeah, I know about the docks.
well, that too. But that's not why I'm giving you that. I'm not expecting to die in a circle.
They are pretty rough down there.
Sure, they might be rough. I almost died getting stabbed over 13 times. I think I can handle a few punches.
Just be careful what, who, and what you're fighting. Some are sore losers.
Well, either way, I want you to have this.
She like
So
takes
you
it
can
on.
at least think of me occasionally.
Victor, we're like family. I think of you every day.
Didn't sound like that by the time we talked up to Atreus.
You were quite angry, and to be quite fair, haven't seen you that angry before. Kind of scared me a little bit.
Well, I
had the
didn't really have a control of myself. And the first thing you said was that you threatened to not want me around anymore. So I
Would you
guess I'm
want-
not that close of a family, nor friend.
She just looks at him, shakes her head, and like, well, I'm sorry, and she walks to the rest of the group.
He says, while following her, says, I'm just saying, seems like I'm getting forgotten slowly.
And she
They
turns
gotta do
around and
something.
throws a flute at him.
Can I try and catch it?
Yes.
Fuck, I wanted to throw it in his face.
Do you already have the arrow catching monk thing?
Yeah, he does.
There, good flag. That's it.
He catches the flute and is swarmed by hundreds of people waiting for him.
You have no problems catching the flute.
Why are you throwing a flute? You know better than treat instruments like trash objects.
It was a gift for you, Victor.
Oh, you want me to throw it away then?
Yeah, if you want to, when she walks off.
Women.
Um,
He gives a loud sigh and then like looks at the flute, looks down and takes a deep breath and puts it in his inside his pocket or inside his
Yep.
clothes
so,
and walks with her to the group.
you were
Have you
heading.
been walking towards the jeweler store when you left?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you would catch up just outside the jeweler store. Unfortunately, the door is a little bit too small. You can peek your head in, but your shoulders will not be able to pass through comfortably.
Ah,
You can still see the crystal from the window, though.
Yes, yes, you can. It's
Smash
in
the
the
window, take the crystal.
oh, okay, it's in the window.
Yeah.
Does the Do any of the crystals on the window look like the one from the vision?
Give me a wisdom check.
Oh, first roll.
Ooh.
No pressure. Okay. Sorry, one sec. Where are you?
At the top, very top, all your
Ah, there we
ability
go.
scores. Just
There
click on
it
the
is.
wisdom one.
Yes.
Nice,
Ooh.
yes. There's no question about it. Your eyes immediately snap to that one quartz crystal in the window, and it's the exact one that you saw in your vision.
Okay, so I'm going to say, excuse me, shopkeep.
Oh, yes, hi, hi. He's like, hi.
Sorry, I cannot come to your counter, but as you can see, I'm having a bit of trouble here with your doorway. But that crystal, and I'm pointing to the one.
No, yes.
Uh, what is it called, and how much is it?
Well, hi, and he spots Victor in the back. Oh, you again. As I told you, my apologies. There's been years since I last had a centaur visiting my store. Yes, my apologies. As I told your friend earlier, these are the crystals I've not had a heart to do something with or have been unable to find a fitting setting for. The large crystal one here is, I do believe, has been sanctified by Nylea. I have not yet found a setting that fits the grandeur of this gem. As for the price, what price did I say last time? Because I kind of forgot to.
Did I wrote it down?
500
500.
Gold.
Yeah.
Yes.
500.
As for the price, I did mention a price of 500 gold pieces for this beautiful specimen.
Oh, you see, like, goes and take a begin to deep breath, like. Well, this I do not have anything close to that. Is there any chance that we can strike a bargain of some kind if there's anything that you need done, which might be worth the value of the crystal? I'm happy to do it. I think this crystal is very important. I am a follower of Nylea, and I believe I've had a vision about this crystal.
A vision, you say? Well, I do not wish to. Well, I don't want to impose. And no, I'm not doing the old man voice from last time that killed my throat for days.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Right.
For
We
those
can
who
imagine.
watched the
Shame,
last
DM.
one. For those who watched last time, I did an old man voice and I did it wrong and it murdered my throat.
Yeah, don't.
As for an errand, I do have something that I would need to have done. Unfortunately, it is not worth the whole 500, but I would be willing to shave off, say, say 300 from it, in exchange for you bringing me a very rare flower.
Just writing this down.
From where can we get that flower?
There is a garden not too far from here. Unfortunately, it is guarded by a labyrinth. This labyrinth is just the most horrific place, and me being an old man, there's not a chance on this side of the Tartix River that I can go and fetch it for myself. I am willing to part with this crystal, and in exchange for a promise of this flower and a down payment of 200 gold pieces.
How about if you get the flower first?
That is also agreeable.
I just
Well-
count the coins in my pouch, and I redistribute them.
Yep.
And I say, I'll do the down payment.
You have 200 gold coins?
I have 300 gold coins
Where did you get the money from?
from the rubies that I sold, plus some silk, all from the underworld.
Ah yes, I do believe, yes, those rubies you sold are excellent quality. I do thank you so much for selling them to me, and well, it is quite amusing that the money for those would find themselves back here again.
Isn't it ironic? Curious though, how come a jeweler is interested in flowers?
Well, this particular one would look absolutely stunning, stellar even, encased in a resin, a fake amber, if you will. And
That
to be quite frank,
Sounds
it is
fair.
a commissioned job for a very, very influential client.
sounds very interesting. But sure, I'll do the downhand payment. And I hand over 200 gold pieces.
Much
I'm
appreciated.
just looking. Drozen is looking in amazement at Victor. Can I reach him? I probably can't reach him because I'm stuck in the doorway.
I mean, I'm standing kind of beside you in the doorway since you're kind of blocking the doorway. Just kind of just handing the pouch in through between.
Okay. In that case, if I manage to, I'm just going to sort of grab Victor in a hug and lift him up, give him a big hug.
It's very awkward, it's very tight, and it's just, yeah. You're not stuck, but it's tight.
Okay. I'm going to try my best and go, Victor, my friend, I owe you one. You have done me a great service this day. I don't know yet the value of this crystal, but I know it is important.
Money is not of importance to me. It's better spent on people who need it.
Well, hopefully this will, if what I'm hoping comes true, I think this will benefit all of us. So yes, thank you. You've made this happen.
The only thing I ask in return is that you make sure to keep Sirius safe.
Whenever I can, of course I will. Even if you hadn't given me the 200 gold coin. Well, given her, the shop owner, the 200 gold coin.
I appreciate that, but you know what I mean.
As our transaction is completed as far as it can be, do you wish to take the crystal now or upon delivery of the flower?
Well, if I mean, of course, you can trust us. I give you my word as a cleric from my tribe, and as you can see, there are many honorable people in our party. You've already met Victor, who's a monk himself, and very honorable too. I give you my word that we will return with your flower. But if you want to give us the crystal now, I think it may aid us in our mission to get the flower. So that could be useful.
The shop owner's eyes, one of them narrows slightly, looking at you like he would look at a gemstone, appraising. And he nods slowly and turns to the window, picks up the crystal slowly, and it looks very big and very heavy in his frail hands, but he's not like, his hands are not shaking, or and he lifts it up to throws down with both hands.
I'll tell you what, to make him a little bit more at ease about this, give me 1 second. Finding my notes. Oh, come on. Okay, anyway, I'll find the name in a second.
Yep.
But I'll say, and I'll sort of pull out this little parchment, the beautiful drawing of it, of and of it as a drawing of my son, little centaur son, and I'll say, "This is my child. This is one of my most valuable possessions that I keep with me at all times, and I will give it to you until such time as I return with your flower."
I appreciate this exchange. What you have given me as security is worth far more than this crystal could ever be.
Well, I am centaur of my word, and yes, this I just want to reassure you, because you don't know us, and I do appreciate your trust.
Of course, and I do hope this crystal will aid you in getting my flower for me.
I hope so too.
Excuse me, I let myself in through this door as well. Sorry, over here. Move over, Drazan, Jesus.
Hello. I'll try and squeeze out.
Jesus.
Yes.
I mean, Carmetra. Carmetra, give me strength. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, before we just suddenly disappear, or a name of this flower?
That cut out completely for me.
What does the flower
sorry,
look
I'm
like, and what is the name of the
Yes.
flower?
Yes.
Because no one asked.
We're getting there.
The flower itself is about the size of a child's palm, and has 5 petals that spread out upon green leaves. I don't know what they're called, but the leaves at the top. And it has white streaks in it, making it look like a star. And some refer to this as Clothy's gift.
Clothis, the name reappears again. Is there something in particular regarding Clothis going on right now?
Not that I'm aware of.
And the talk about a maze, would I relate that to being the same maze as Victor's dream? Or is that something completely different?
It is not very common that people have mazes in their backyards. So,
Especially connected to a garden?
yeah. There's like one legend that speaks of it. So yes, you would...
Where exactly is this garden?
It's
Or maze?
further up into the mountains. It's a few days' travel from here.
Does it have a name?
Oh. Some refer to this garden as the Promised Land. I don't believe in such legends myself, obviously. I've just heard it is a very well kept but very well guarded estate.
Well, I can't speak for the rest of my group, but I think we agree that it's definitely something we plan on doing as soon as we can.
Oh
I do
yes.
I do appreciate this, and not to sound rude, but you are blocking the way in for potential customers. So if there's nothing else I can do to help you.
I'm sorry, I'm going.
Okay. I'm gonna backpedal out of the doorway.
Help me.
Mo-
Come on,
moonwalk.
Jordan. No, that way.
If you've ever
Just-
seen
no,
moonwalk
go
done
right.
with 4 legs,
Oh,
Yuri's basically standing in the shop, like watching this, like, yep.
okay. I'm very excited now. Holding this crystal.
Well, I hope it will aid you, Drosen.
Oh. Okay, firstly, do I feel anything as I'm holding this crystal?
As you make your way out of the shop and look around you, as soon as you come close to Leo, the crystal turns warm. It goes from that room temperature that stone takes on when it's been sitting in a room to, like, it's not hot, but it's distinctly warm in your hands.
Okay. So I'm going to do that old thing where, like, I kind of move it closer, then move it away,
Yeah,
and and I can feel the difference.
yes.
Yeah.
Moving away from
what do you
Leo
think?
makes it cool down.
Leo's probably looking at me like,
this is really strange.
and I'll say, Leo,
What are you doing?
this seems to
Have you
be.
got an itch?
No. This crystal seems to get warmer as it gets close to you. Maybe you should hold it, and I hand it to Leo
It's gonna
to
burn
hold.
me.
I don't know. Well, if it does, just toss it back. Don't drop it.
You accept
Okay.
it, Leo?
Keep your hands underneath.
Yeah.
I'll cautiously take it then. If he's saying it's hot, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know. As you touch it, it heats up. Do you know to that comfortable heat of a warm mug of tea? Like when it's just below burning, but like the comfortable heat? That
Yeah.
kind of just radiates through your hands and up your shoulders from this crystal. And the inside starts, like, you see this greenish spark in the middle of it.
This is weird. But kind of nice.
So it starts glowing green. Did you say?
Yes. At the very core of it, there's a green glow.
Okay.
Now what?
I don't know.
Does that mean
I don't
anything
know.
to you guys that it's sparkling?
Yeah.
No, nothing about magics and stuff like that.
Perhaps we need to go to the Mages Academy. They may know.
I mean, we could. I want to sell this scimitar anyway.
Right. I think
Unless someone
that's-
else wants it.
These are all I need. And the clouds appear.
Yeah, scimitars isn't my weapon of choice. So
Hey, you might be able to trade for a magic stick.
Yeah.
probably not, since I exchanged 300 gold just now, but maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, but you have that magic scimitar.
I mean, at least we got a way to keep ourselves warm if we go anywhere cold. But it's keeping me warm.
Yep.
That's what the fur is for.
Thing is, I think I know what it's for, but Leo would know that.
So,
I mean, I wouldn't know from any religion background.
I mean, you can roll me a religion check
Okay.
to see if you've read or heard anything.
Not likely to go well, but yeah.
No, it doesn't ring any bells at all.
I'm just gonna assume I don't.
Well, yes, I think the mages may have the answer. Leo, do you want
well,
to? Do you want to? I'm just worried if you're carrying that in this busy market, if someone may steal it. Do you want to maybe put it in your backpack or give it to me for safekeeping?
Oh, sure, either way.
Well,
It's quite fragile. I'll put it next to the egg.
He's really cutting out, isn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh no. Might have to turn my camera off if that's alright. Am I any better now?
Yes. Let me just
Meh.
fix the
Okay.
cameras.
Yeah, sorry, it might be my camera draining my signal.
Oh, that's fine. I just have to fix it up real quick.
Yeah, so he's like, I can keep it, and I kind of look at my bag and it's a bit full with flowers and apples. It's a bit fragile, so I'll keep it with the egg, and I'll tuck it next to the egg, and then like wrap some of the vines around it so that they stay in and like together.
very well. I will, if you don't mind, stay very close to you as well, just for extra safety. We cannot lose this crystal now.
I'll protect it with my life.
And I'll protect you and the crystal with mine. So I'm like walking right next to Leo, like almost in his shadow kind of thing.
I would probably say that the crystal is not worth your life, Leo. Nor yours.
But
Wilson.
it's precious to Roseanne, so you know I'll protect it just as.
Yeah, but it's not worth your lives.
Well, yeah, I think that's a figure of speech, but yes, we still don't know the true value of this yet. It may be very, very important. I mean, I've never had a vision like that before, and to find the object of the vision so quickly after, I think it is a sign of the gods, and Naila has given this gift to us. We need to, and she did say, well, the vision said that one of the party has been given the gift, and I think it is Leo. So we need to protect him and this crystal and find out what it can do.
Well, don't do it with your life. You have a son, apparently. Better to die for him than to die for one of us poor souls.
Well, of course, I understand what you mean. Yes. But anyway, let's not lose this crystal. Shall we?
Sounds good.
Yeah. As you make your way up towards the academy, the crowds of people become thinner and thinner, and as you leave the market, it's the quiet is almost deafening compared to the chatter of people that you heard before. Instead, you have a very calming, quiet road up towards the Acacia. The
Wrong music.
huh? Yeah.
This is not the calming music. It's
No. I tried to find the one I was looking for, but no, I didn't want to. Let me see if I can find the one song I was looking for. That's not it either.
Flying high now.
Yes. As you come up the road towards the Acacia, you see a large building lined in columns. I don't remember the style of columns, but I think classical Greece, early classical Greece. The house itself is magnificent. It's towering over even Drosan, like multiple times higher than a centaur. And the doors in, while impressive, are almost dwarfed compared to the columns next to them. They seem almost small. Each of the gods have a place of honor, except Phenax. And of the gods, let me see if I can get a fitting song going. Of the gods, what's her face? There we go. Ephara is the one with the place of honor. You see people walking back and forth outside the large building at the center. Now let's see if I can do this, maybe? Nope, that's not. I didn't click on that. Go away.
We're in Scotland.
Yes.
And you're suddenly in Scotland.
Ito has no problem wearing a kilt. It's very. He's already wearing the Greek style
That's the
kilt,
one. There we go.
so a Scottish fan wouldn't be that weird.
Mhm.
You see, that's his picture.
There we go.
So
Hey,
we're
he's wearing
passing the
extra clothes.
statues?
Hmm?
We're passing the statues?
No, they are outside the entrance to the university itself. The doors to the university are closed, but there are like small stalls outside, and you can see big buildings on the outside that seem to be letting people in. I'm sorry. And there's a printers, there are a few clothing stores. It is not as busy as the market. It's a serene area. People are moving about calmly. And yeah, the whole area seems more like a park than an actual part of the city itself.
I don't see anyone I know at all. Thank you.
No.
Thank God.
Well, I guess I just walk in. So I want to sell my sword.
Do you walk towards one of the stores or towards the big building?
I go towards the stores to
Yep.
see if there's anyone selling medical items or anything.
You do find a few stores, one selling books, one selling items, and among like a grouping of small buildings, you do find a store that seems to have on a sign hanging outside what looks like almost like a wand crossed, well, wand against a robe on the outside.
Okay, I go to that one then
Yep.
and see who's selling and what they're selling and buying.
As you step in, you hear a voice. "I'll be right there!" from the back. Now, your steps made no sound walking in.
Okay.
And then from...
While waiting for them to come to the counter, I look around to see if there's any staffs or anything or something smaller, like darts or throwables that seems magical.
You do not find any darts or small items, but you do, however, see a couple of quarterstaffs leaning against a bookshelf in the behind the counter. They seem
All right.
to just be like regular quarterstaffs.
Wood, metal, or
Wood.
something else.
Wood with like metal caps on each to prevent the wood from splintering.
All right. Well, I'll just look at those from a distance while waiting.
After waiting for not too long, a woman comes out from the back. She seems young, but her back is bent slightly. Like twisted a little bit. She walks up to the counter and looks at you. "Oh, Nixborn! How can I be of service?"
Oh, first of all, are you okay with your back there?
"Oh, don't mind that. Accident."
Ah, okay. Then I assume you don't want me to crack it in place.
I would prefer if you didn't.
Alright. Thought I'd just point it out. But yeah, I'm here to sell or trade this weapon I have.
Trade a weapon, magic weapon. Do place it on the counter, please.
I'll place it carefully on the counter.
She walks around and looks it over. Seeing how careful you placed it there, she places a hand on the hilt, but doesn't touch the blade at all. And then she seems to look it over slightly, and you hear her. Poison. Am I right?
You could say that, yeah.
And the make makes me think Triton. Or Sea Elf? Oh, Sea Elves don't exist in this world. Never mind. Triton.
Yeah, or its minions, whatever those were.
Oh. Those
Merfolk
abominations.
or
Yes. The marrows.
Brimstone. Marrows. That's probably the thing.
Right. Well, What did you have in mind for a trade?
Well, I was just kind of looking. You got any interesting quarterstaffs laying around?
I have a couple, yes. Anything in particular you were after?
What do you have? It's easier for me to choose knowing what you have.
Oh, I have these two. One is... well, it's finely crafted, but it's hardly magical. The other one can glow in the dark should you need it.
Okay. So one that is just very nicely made, and one that is glowing in the dark.
Yes. It will also work as a magic weapon against those that require such to harm them.
All right. Also, do you have anything that bards might be able to use? Instruments or anything that are of magical quality?
Let me check my ledger real quick. And she pops down behind the counter and just brings out this huge ledger and just shoves it, like, she moves the scimitar gently and then just plops it down and she starts flipping through it.
Do you also have something to make my class sharper?
Did you follow him in?
Yes, I thought you
Yeah, I
all
think
did.
we've all come in.
Yes. And she was, oh, well, Leonin, yes, claws sharper. That depends. Do you want to be able to retract them again?
I mean, I don't think I need to.
If you want, there is a way to coat your claws with a silver alloy, but it is painful and you will not be able to retract your claws afterwards.
So can I momentarily enter my rage in order to show her the actual big beast claws?
Sure.
And so I momentarily enter my rage
Yeah.
and unsheath my actual claws, which are
Yeah.
far bigger.
Oh.
Does it work with these?
No. If we were to coat your regular claws, the metal would shatter when you do that.
That's a shame.
It is, yes. If you wish, I could try and find out if there's a way to magically enhance your natural weapons. It will take a few days, however.
Well, we're going to look for a labyrinth anyway, so a few days don't matter.
Right. So, a way to magically enhance natural weapons for
Yes.
Leonin. I was looking through this. My apologies. Now let's see. There is a. I know that there is a instrument or something. Let me quickly do this. There we go. Instrument of the bards. Oof. All of these are rare or very rare. So she wouldn't have them.
Okay.
Oh no, unfortunately we do not have any instruments right now, and it will take many months to order one should you need it. It is also
That's-
exceptionally costly.
Yeah, and I don't need one, Victor. I already have one.
I know. I'm just checking to see what's there. Know what options there are. Well, I'll take the one that's glowing then, if you would be willing to trade for it.
Yes. I shall absolutely. And she brings out a quarterstaff that is capped at both ends with what looks like a cobalt blue metal, and she taps it gently against the floor, and you see the tips of it start glowing. It sheds a dim light, and then she taps it again, and it turns bright. Not very far, but enough to light up the store. And then she just taps it the third time, and the light goes out.
Alright. Seems simple enough.
It is very simple to use and a very efficient way of bringing light to dark places, if you need it.
Well, we have a couple of people in our group here that can't see in the dark, so I can provide light for them. And I'll gladly take that chance. For now.
Absolutely, and
Can I tell if the sword is more worth than the staff?
give me an insight check.
Could I do that as well, by the way?
Sure.
24?
Victor, no. It seems like a fair trade. Siri, the sword is worth more. You
So
can
Siri
tell.
comes up to the counter and be like, you and I both know that this sword is worth so much more than this staff.
But I do have to turn a profit, don't I?
I say we get the claws and the staff. And you get the sword.
I like that idea.
Well,
And
Can
she
we get the
shushes
claws,
Victor. She shushes him and be like,
I'm just saying, can we get the claws, or didn't you say they would break?
No, she would research a way to enhance the claws.
we're coming back. We're gonna have to be a little bit out of town. We're coming back. You get the time to prepare. So the claws and the staff, and you get the sword.
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I help her with it? By saying, we would be returning customers.
Yes.
Should be willing to cooperate.
So advantage.
Yep. And after that, we're gonna take a quick, just a few minute bio break.
23.
Yes. She looks at you with a
Oh,
promise.
fuck. Actually, you wouldn't happen to have a dragonhide belt, would you?
No, I do not. Dragonhide belts. I have not personally seen one, and I have been at this academy for years.
Damn it. Well,
But
it was
yes.
worth it.
Oh, the
For
claws.
the
and-
sword, you will get the staff and my research on how to enhance natural weapons for Leonins.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're here, anything else you're interested in purchasing?
Anything else, boys?
Well, no, not purchasing. Maybe just more your knowledge.
Right. Before that, we are going to take a couple of minutes by a break, because apparently there was a penguin who needed help.
Pee. He's a PB.
Pingu,
I
pingu.
just saw it. So we're gonna take a couple of minutes of a bio break. We shall be right back. So and
Right.
sleep well, Tony. Thank you so much for being here. But yes, we shall be right back.
against my good nature.
And
Like,
we're
last
back.
week,
Talking
surprising.
about killing dragons. Yes. Okay.
Jeez.
Listen, I killed the Shadow Dragon like yesterday.
I've seen a level 6 sword dancer kill a adult shadow dragon. Yeah.
That's if you play this right.
Yeah.
We killed him in his lair.
Okay, this one wasn't in a lair. This one was just flying around.
There you go, bright light. That makes it so much easier.
Yes.
We didn't have that. Layer effect, all non-magical and magical light goes out.
Yeah.
Cast by spells. Bullshit. Stupid DM tries to kill us.
Yeah, the DM in this case was looking at the player's sword that activates in dim light or darkness and went, no, it's bright light, it's midday, and then forgot that, oops, shadow dragon.
You fucked himself.
Yes. To be fair, there were 4 level 6 players.
That is fair. We were like 6 level 8.
Yeah, and they managed to take out this adult red shadow dragon.
Oh no, we had a named Shadow Dragon.
Oof. Yeah, this one didn't have a name. These were nightmare creatures.
Surprising enough, it did acid damage.
Because DMs can mess with the players. Anywho, you are in this magic store and have just convinced the shop owner to trade the moon-touched quarterstaff and Ethu's new enhancements for the scimitar that you got from the marrow.
Thank you, Siri.
When you
You're
say it like that,
welcome.
it sounds funny.
And no, unfortunately, Leo, putting the crystal next to the egg didn't do anything.
Ooh.
Yeah, yes, excuse me. I could really do with
yes.
some knowledge on, well, and I kind of like unbind the like vine wrappings that sort of hold the egg and the crystal in. Do you know what any of these 2 things are and how this hatches?
She looks at it, looks up at you from like under her eyebrows and looks back at it and looks at it again, walks over, pulls out a book, starts flipping through it and oh, yes, I haven't seen one of these in decades, and puts it back. Well, I have no idea where you found it, but this is a phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Well, not obviously not the big, elemental thing. There's only one of those, and that one has thankfully not been in our world for centuries. This is a small version of that big elder elemental.
So it's a chicken phoenix-ish?
Close to yes. It will grow to the size of a bird of prey, but not bigger.
So a hawk,
Yeah,
kind of?
around a
Are we
hawk.
talking eagle or giant eagle, or are we talking
Think
massive eagle?
peregrine falcon.
Okay.
So not the size of a building, the size of a chicken.
She kind of looks over to Leo and just like thinks to herself like, a farmer with a fire chicken. That doesn't sound good.
That sounds very counterproductive.
I think it sounds fantastic. Gosh, I've always wanted pet chickens.
Well, she didn't say it out loud, so thank God.
I would be fascinated to know where you found one of these. They are very, very rare.
I found it in a tree.
In a tree?
Yeah.
In the underworld.
In the
Oh yeah, in
underworld.
the underworld.
That I would love to hear the story about how you managed to get to the underworld and back again without becoming a returned. but I feel that would have to wait. But I have a splendid idea. If you could give me a written account of this adventure, I will pay you 20 gold pieces for it, if it is legible and coherent.
So, do you want us to ask Aetius for a souvenir as well while at it?
I would not be that presumptuous. No. I feel that, upsetting the ferryman of the underworld would not be the wisest course of action.
Well, I already did, so it's fine. I can do it again.
Okay,
Hmm.
Well, and she closes the ledger, puts it aside, grabs the sword by the hilt, puts it aside, places her hands on the counter. I see that you have 2 of the 3 components that you need to hatch this phoenix. You need a magical fire that burns hot. With that, I'm going to ask all of you to leave my store.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it something I said?
No, but one of your party has indicated that they have made inappropriate comments to a god of the underworld, and I do not wish to have that sort of wrath brought down on my store.
Don't worry about it.
It'll be fine.
You don't speak.
Hey, it's me. It's me and him. It's between us. You're not involved.
If I did not stop you, you would have gotten yourself killed.
Well, he didn't kill me, so I assume he likes me enough to not do it.
Are they saying this out loud in front of the storekeep?
Yes, we are.
And you can basically see like Siri like, get out, both of you.
As
Victor shrugs.
the young lady has said, get out of my store, please.
Let's go then.
It's a pleasure doing business with you.
And you are very welcome back, as long as you do not bring the wrath of the gods on my head.
Oh, we would never. And don't worry, they're going to stay outside next time.
Pleasure.
You guys hear me?
And-
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, fantastic. Right, cool.
And she basically like shushes the others outside, like, okay, we're going.
Did you catch that, Rosa? Or Lupo?
I just wanted to ask, can we return to your shop once this is done? We have other questions about a crystal.
Drosan, me, you, and she points at Leo.
I'm not
We are
welcome.
welcome.
I'm not welcome because I angered a god. That will not hurt someone else because that would be very stupid.
Gods have a funny way of thinking, Victor. And she continues walking, like, go, 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 go.
Yes, you are allowed back in. However, your however well-spoken friend is not.
Well, again, pleasure doing business with you. We see you in a few days.
And you. I shall do my best to find a way to enhance your Leonin friend's abilities.
I don't doubt you for a second. And she closes the... Is it a tent, kind of?
No, it's a small stone house with just a wooden door.
Okay, so she utters everyone out, closes the door, and she's like, you just had to tell people we angered a god?
Yes,
You
Drossen?
didn't. I did.
Sorry, just to cut out there, just wanted to quickly check. Is Leo still in the tent with us Was she just asking Victor to leave, or how's it working?
We were all asked to leave at this moment.
Okay, right.
So Siri kind of like leave.
It's something
We
about I
want
had-
to. We want
yeah.
want to come back.
Something about having 2 parts of
One
Yeah.
part.
And
the puzzle
it?
to hatch
Yeah.
the egg. Was it-
and she
Two parts or one
told
part?
you that you needed
2 out of 3.
really hot magical fire.
Damn. So we don't have any info about the crystal then. No.
Wasn't that one of the components?
It was one of the components.
Yeah.
Oh, for the phoenix egg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, right.
Again,
Oh, I've
don't
just-
go around telling people we angered a god.
You didn't. I did.
Don't tell people you angered the god because you were an idiot.
Many people anger gods daily.
Not a lot of people do to their face.
Yeah, let's not like brag about it.
Wasn't bragging. She wanted to hear the story.
Yeah, and now you're not welcome in a store.
Well, could have been worse.
Could it?
Oh.
Yes.
Victor, my friend, life is full of lessons, and I think this has been one. Let us move on from it and take the positive, shall we? We've learned something.
And you got a staff, and our good friend Ito here is going to get very dangerous at this point.
Yes.
Oh, how hard it is to find proper claw enhancements.
Yeah, now you get them.
Well, I mean, you have a harpoon, don't you? That's all you need, right?
Well, yes. But once I've pooned them, how am I going to hit them?
With little harpoons.
I
Yeah,
don't...
why don't you just glue mini harpoons onto your fist or something?
Well, who knows what that enchantment will look like? Perhaps it will give me hooks on my claws.
So
And I can stab and whip.
So what
Foot
are
claws.
the plans now?
I'm actually dick on that page that I spent. Goodbye, back.
Well, I believe me and Ethu is planning on going to the fighting circles at the dock.
Wait, before we do split up, can I just check, looking at Leo now, did she say that the crystal was, because what we talked about before was out of character, so I'm just in character. Did she say that the crystal was connected to the egg? Is that what the gift from Naele was?
Well, apparently, we need some kind of magical fire as well.
There's fire in the underworld.
There is. I'm just wondering if that was the gift that.
I doubt it's the underworld fire.
Hmm.
I would guess more actually perforous.
Can I take a moment to think about it? Where very hot magical fire might be?
Sure. Give me a religion or history check. Your choice.
Religion. Oh yes, 21.
Let me double check something.
That's what happens when you're proficient in religion. Rosa.
Oh, I'd say
God, they favor me.
I'm a nature guy. I'm more of a hippie than a priest. Flower power.
Part
So,
of the nature, bro.
so you
It's
guys
actually
are
really
going
good
to the
nature.
docks.
What's in the docks?
It's a kind of like a fighting ring. It's usually at nighttime because she's whispering at this point. because it's not usually normal to go around fighting people, and the guards are quite how do I say it politely? Not friendly with people starting a fight.
I've been told it's all well unofficial and stuff.
Some of them can be a little more unofficial.
But this one was set up by a trustworthy guy.
So I'm telling you what I'm told Victor. Just be careful afterwards if you gamble with some money afterwards.
We'll
I've been
see.
at the
Not
docks.
gambling if I'm fighting.
Yeah, but people gamble if you lose.
But I won't lose.
And if you win.
I get more money. As it should
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to Victor at this point. Victor, is this what you want to do too?
I need to deal with some pent-up frustration. Yes.
Oh yeah, don't forget to sniff that.
I kinda wish Leo would join us as well. That would be the best.
Why would I come?
You could probably use some training.
Well, you know, I've been doing all right. Right?
Don't listen to him, Leo. He's
I
just
look
mad.
at the other. I look at like Siri and Roseanne like, oh, okay, aren't they?
More exercise is never wrong.
Uh,
We'll make a matter.
it took me a moment to find, but with the 21, Leo, you would know about the flame speakers of Akros. They are priests of Perforos who live in the mountains around Akros, and they are known to, well, wield powerful primordial magics connected to Perforos.
Would I know that as well, since I'm from Akros?
Yes, you would have heard about the flame speakers, but you're not entirely sure like what magic they wield. You know they exist, but they're very reclusive.
Yeah, okay. But would I know like roughly where they are, like
Yeah,
location-wise?
yeah. Mountain.
They live in mountain.
Yeah, they live in mountainous rifts outside Akros.
Okay.
But yeah, you wouldn't really know what about like their worship and stuff like that. Not the like Leo would have read about.
Yeah.
Yes. And yeah, so you would know that talking to the flame speakers of Akros would be your best bet to get very hot magic fire.
Yeah, I mean, I could come to the docks, but I mean, I think the flame speakers of Athros might know something about how to hatch this egg.
Akros
We
is
should,
far away though.
The flame speaks of Akros? You know that that's a city like far away, right? You're not gonna go there over the night.
Well, I only read about them. I didn't know where they were.
Well, I am from Akros, so I know roughly where they are. But it's quite a walk. It's definitely not a safe walk.
Get
And
there,
I would
Leo.
prefer to avoid Akros. But well, if our paths take us there, then
There's no rush.
well, let's focus on this garden first.
What kind? How far into the day are we at this point?
It's starting to become late afternoon, early evening at this point.
Well, I'm starting to get hungry. I only had breakfast. I have not had dinner.
Or how about you go to the tavern and get some food and drinks?
Oh, and a bath. A long-awaited bath.
Oh, yeah, oh, that reminds me. Oh, here, Siri. And I kind of ruffle in my bag and I pull out a bunch of lavender. I go, oh, this is for you. You said you wanted to have a bath. Mother would always put this in her bath and it would release some oils, which helps you recover your skin and any bruises will heal quicker. And it's actually quite relaxing.
Where's that from?
Is it a small pouch?
No,
Okay.
it's like raw flower lavender.
Oh.
It's like a really bad bouquet of lavender. With one like strip of lavender that's been like ripped clean of its petals, because I used that to give to Victor for a little snuff bag.
Well, thank you. And she starts looking at her skin a little insecure now because she's like, do I look cracked?
And with that thoughtful gift, as our adventurers move towards the tavern, that is where we're going to be leaving this session.